We've all heard of mythical creatures like dragons, griffins, werewolves, all the other scary stuff. Some of them are kind of fine. Would you rather, would you want to take a bite out of that hairy, sparkly, rainbow-colored ass? Or are you a coward? Today I'm going to be playing Smash Your Pass with cryptids. First up we got Bigfoot. Big old hairy ape, got long arms and glowing eyes. Probably one of the most popular cryptids out there.
If you guys have never heard of Peter Kane dog training, you're missing out, because his best videos aren't about dog training. It's about him talking about a female Bigfoot forcing him to do the naughty, and he's just like trauma dumping in this video. This dude's on something, and I want to be on it too. So go check him out. Go have to pass with this one because Peter's already claimed him. Another fan favorite is Mothman. A lot of people love Mothman. He's basically just looks like a big moth with arms and legs. He's even got a statue in Virginia, and that thing is caked up. He is juicy. Damn! He's related to other paranormal events, including a bridge collapse that killed around 46 people. He's innocent, I swear. Mothman seems pretty chill. He just likes bright lights, flying around, and being sexy. It's a smash from me. I see why people love him. Next we have one that's local to me, the Jersey Devil. What the fuck is that? What is this? It's described as a bipedal horse with bat wings, claws, and a pitchfork tail. It's supposed to be scary, but like, look at that thing. It's pathetic. The lore behind this thing is that a woman was given birth, and as she was pushing out, she said, "Let the child be the devil," or something like that. And then it flopped on the floor and looked like that. Really fucking ugly. That's what it looked like. This is how I see most children, because I cannot stand them. And even like children, it has a high-pitched scream that it does when it doesn't get what he wants, or when his iPad dies. Yeah, this thing is 1000% a pass. Okay, I'd rather stomp on this thing with my own bare foot. Ugly. Next up we got dragons. I remember in elementary school, I was hanging out with this one girl who thought, or like claimed that she could see dragons. And I still remember being in recess, having her look up to the sky, follow something down to the ground, and start stroking something with her hand and saying, "This is my pet dragon." And me and my best friend just looked at each other like, okay. Because in elementary school you believe anything. I thought it was part wolf for some reason. It's unrelated, but I slapped that kid years later. It was kind of funny though. Anyways, dragons. They're popular worldwide creatures. Some say they have 4 legs and wings, some say it's 2 legs. If you're in How to Train Your Dragon universe, there's so many combinations. Most of the people that believe in dragons think they used to exist, they're like around the time of dinosaurs or something, but they don't exist anymore. But we don't have any fossils of them, so they're lying. Yeah, dragons are a pass for me. This would kill me before I can even get my pants off. Pass. Next up, we got one that's just like me, got gnomes. Whenever I think of this, I think of that god-awful movie, Romeo and Juliet. Who made this? Let me look it up. Elton John! How could he make this shit? Moving on from that, gnomes were seen first in the Renaissance era. They were just little dudes, little fairies that just threw pebbles at miners, because what else would they do? There's nothing really crazy about them. They're not really dangerous. People say they're little fairies. I just think they're 5'2" people, just like me, and they're just running around. I would say smash. Nothing wrong with hitting up one of my short, whimsical friends. Nothing wrong with it. The Kraken. It's just a big octopus that's from Norwegian folklore. And it's just a big octopus that destroys ships. Some describe it as being part sperm whale. Cthulhu is based off the Kraken. And that thing just looks like a metalhead Octodad, and I can't unsee it. So it's a pass from me. But I know some of you freaks would love to have a chance with that thing. Next up, we got more aquatic creatures. We got mermaids, top half of a woman, the bottom half of a fish. Put them together and throw it in the ocean. I usually see these things as like just harmless little fish guys, but some people think they're like associated with shipwrecks and drowning and like killing people in the ocean. There's also merman, where the top half is a man instead of a woman, but they're not as common. I just think of Merman and Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob. That's the only merman that really exists to me. Mermaids are often associated with sirens from Greek mythology. Sirens are just creatures that use their beautiful singing voice to lure victims into the ocean so they can eat them. Sirens are usually seen with more bird-like qualities like wings and their weird little feet. Sirens were mushed in with mermaids in older civilizations because they just couldn't tell them apart. I mean, I would fall for it too if I heard Vic Fuentes from Pierce the Veil singing any of his songs in the ocean. I'm taking a dip. What I want to know, where's the reverse mermaids, huh? I want one where it's the top half of a fish and the bottom half of a woman. Okay? I want my reverse mermaids. Both half gonna be smelling like a fish if you know what I mean. Smash! Moving back to land creatures, we got Chupacabra. It's a dope name. It means goat sucker in Spanish. Seen in southwestern America and all around South America. Basically, the story around it is it just goes around sucking out animal blood, like all of it. And the only wound the animal has is 3 puncture holes in its side. Sometimes it's 1 or 2, but it's usually 3. People who have seen the Chupacabra describe it as like a reptile and a hairless dog with spikes on its back, and it hops around like a kangaroo. Logically, it's probably just a dog with mange, and I don't know what's going on with those cows. This is obviously a pass for me. I'm not a freak. Next up, we got Goatman. Hold up. Goat sucker? Goatman? Are they freaking it? Goatman is just, as it sounds, half goat, half man, and he prances around on his little bridge and kills people in Texas. My first time hearing about the Goatman was from that BuzzFeed Unsolved clip, where Shane's taunting the Goatman and saying, "Come kill me."
Fuck you, Goatman!
Holy shit, dude.
Is that good? Goatman, I'm dancing on your bridge. It's my bridge.
Either Goatman was too busy freaking it with the Chupacabra, or he's just a pussy because he never showed up. I don't know, guys. I think I'd smash as long as that hairless rat ain't near him. To make this more interesting, so I'm not just rating most basic cryptids, I've decided to find some that are from my region, from Pennsylvania and in the Appalachian Mountains, because just like PA town names, these names are fucking ridiculous. Gonna start it off tame. First we got Loveland Frogman. That sounds like a rap name. If I was a rapper, that would be my name. Comes from Loveland, Ohio, and it's just a big frog, around 2 feet tall. One of the earliest reports of the Frogman is this dude who was driving and he just saw a bunch walk out into the road. Of course he didn't hit them, because their fat ass would destroy his car. I basically imagine this thing to look like big, slimy Kermit the Frog without a hand shoved up his ass. The cool thing about the Frogman is they actually found it. It was just a huge iguana that didn't have a tail, and the dude who first reported seeing it confirmed that that's what he saw. It's also got a musical. What the fuck? Pass. It's a lizard. Okay, now we're gonna get into the ridiculous sounding ones. We got Snallygaster. It's like a cross between a bird and some kind of reptile. It's got a metal beak, metal teeth, features of a demon and an octopus and probably 50 other things. Because they just mashed anything scary into one creature and called it the fucking Snallygaster. The name comes from the German words Schnellergeist, but Snallygaster sounds so much better that they just went with it. It's also in the Harry Potter universe, which is kind of cool, I guess. It's a pass, though. That name is ridiculous. There's this thing called the Wampus cat. I like this one. It's just a huge cougar kitty with 6 legs and glowing eyes. They say it's supernatural. It's got mythical powers. Shoots fire from its hands. The Wampus cat's pretty popular with the locals because it's their high school's mascot. It's got a statue of it out front and it's hella buff. I like this one because I had a cat that we called Womp because she was really, really fat. So whenever she sat down, went whoomp. So I guess she's a cryptid now. So I'm going to be adding a category called Would Have as a Pet. Next up, Squonk. This is probably one of the best cryptids I've ever seen. Because it's always crying. Because it's so damn ugly. It's covered in like moles and lumps. And you know you'll hear it because you just hear weeping out in the forest. And you see like tears everywhere. The locals also love the Squonk. They host the Squonkapalooza to try and cheer it up and make it not feel so ugly. I don't know, I guess I just put makeup on it and say, "You're beautiful. Yes, go get it, girl. Oh my god, girl, that is so slay. I love your lumps." They probably play my lumps so it doesn't feel as self-conscious. I'm adding another category called Wouldn't Touch with a 10-foot pole. This thing will be the only thing in this category because it's ugly. I'm not touching that thing. It's probably contagious. Next up, Wood Booger. Yes, I said Wood Booger. It's a cross between Bigfoot and Boogeyman. So you just took the boogie part out and put booger. Apparently it steals kids and eats them. And I would do the same thing if you called me a booger. Pass. Next up we got Devil Monkey. Finally got a good name in here. I just love monkeys, so I couldn't skip over this one. Legends say it's a 3-foot tall baboon that kind of looks like a dog. Runs around, just eats people and pets and runs in the cars. There's an alleged picture of this thing's corpse on the side of the road. It just looks so goofy. His skin looks like it's from a rotten banana peel. No jawline, tiny eyes. Ugh. There's other artist renditions of this thing, but I love this picture. I love this thing. I want it as a pet. It's going next to the Woogle and the Wampus cat. Next, we got Veggie Man. There's no way people think this is a cryptid. This is something my mom would use to say the Veggie Man's gonna kill you if you don't eat your broccoli. Or maybe it's just like a horror version of Veggie Tales, where they're all cryptid monsters and they're gonna kill you if you don't read your Bible. There is an actual report of some dude saying he got attacked by the Veggie Man. Dude, it's just your mom holding a piece of broccoli on a fork. It's not that scary, okay? You're safe up in your high chair. Pass. I'm not even taking a bite out of this thing. Next up we got, Quetzalcoatlus. Yeah, these names are getting out of hand. I feel like if I say that 3 times fast, I'm gonna start floating. This thing is just a pterodactyl. Just call it a pterodactyl. Or at least give it some other name that I can pronounce. Other than its weird name, it's just a flying pterodactyl. It's not really that crazy. It was only spotted a few times, but after that, people couldn't pronounce its stupid name, so they just stopped talking about it. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the quesadilla coatless whatever. I'm not saying that name. It's just a stupid bird. To end off this video, I'm gonna share probably the best cryptid that I found while searching and finding all these stupid things. It's the northern spoonbill. Yes, the bird from Florida. People thought it was a cryptid because they saw it in New York. They saw a pink bird and went, "Oh my god, it's gonna kill us all! Save the children!" This is like the least threatening thing I've talked about. And it's a stupid bird. I can't believe people thought this was dangerous. I'm not gonna play smash or pass with a fucking bird. It's past. It's a bird.